Hello, people from Gooner Station. So it looks like Miko Arteta is going to be confirmed tomorrow. We were going to have a press conference today with Freddie Luyenberg, but that was canceled. It's going to be tomorrow, and honestly, I think he's going to be confirmed tomorrow. Miko Arteta. I think everybody in Arsenal already knows. But the thing is that, I wanted to discuss something. Like, since when can the players say if they want a manager or not? Like, who these players think they are? There is some examples in some clubs where the players have like a bigger power, but it's like players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, when like you see a lot when they be like, we should go and get that guy. We should go and get that guy. For example, Cristiano Ronaldo when he saw André Silva, for example, when he saw André Silva playing for Porto, when he was in Portugal, he was like, Real Madrid should sign this guy. But he's Cristiano Ronaldo. He can say whatever he wants because look at the guy curriculum. He's won 5 Champions League, and what else do you want? He was won the Euro. I'm not even going to talk about the titles Cristiano Ronaldo won in his career because you guys already know. And Lionel Messi. I'm not even going to talk about what he's won in his career because it's you guys already know. You guys see that every day. Lionel Messi, another player who is basically he's a player and he also commands Barcelona like a part of Barcelona. He said that he wishes that Barcelona had Marcelo Gallardo, which is the River Plate manager, to coach to manage Barcelona, and he can say that because it's Lionel Messi, you know. But when it comes to Arsenal, I don't we don't have a single player who have this power to come and say, oh, I want this guy, I want this guy. No, you cannot say, you cannot do that. Aubameyang, you cannot do that. Bellerin, you cannot do that. No one can do that. Like I said, you cannot do that. Ozil, you cannot do that. Ozil, no, you cannot do that. Not at all. Not you. Not you. Not you, mate. As you guys know, Ozil had that big problem with China. I'm not even going to talk about that because I don't like talking about politics on my videos. I don't want to get involved with that. But honestly, and Arsenal gets affected with that. Arsenal gets affected by that because China is a big. If a lot of people from China actually love teams from the Premier League. A lot of people from China follow Arsenal, and when they see Ozil saying everything he said about China, of course they're going to be really they're not gonna like it, of course, because they are from there. So this can create like a hate over Ozil and over Arsenal, which is the worst thing. Like, it's not about Arsenal being hated. It's about people are not going to buy the products that are from Arsenal. This is bad for Arsenal, and Arsenal gets less money from that. So commercially, it's something bad that Ozil did. I think I'm going to make a video about some players that we should get rid of, and of course Ozil's on my list. I'm not a hater of Ozil. If you guys want to know, Ozil is one of my favorite players. So, but I gotta be realistic. Being realistic is something that I love. I love being realistic. I love having my own opinion. I love expressing myself. This is why I created this channel, because I want to have my own opinions and express my opinions to other people so we can debate. If you disagree with me, we can debate in the comments below, because I always reply to every comment. I don't have a lot of subscribers, so every comment that people put right here below, I always answer. You guys can check all of them. I answer all of them. And by the way, if you guys can like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you so much. And where was that? About Ozil? Of course, all these players like Aubameyang, Chambers, Bellerin, Kolasinac. These players do not have the power to say, "Oh, I don't want this guy. I don't want this guy." You're not the one who's going to decide that. If you don't want this guy, then leave. Because if you don't want him, then you're probably not going to respect him if he comes here. Because Arteta doesn't have a good curriculum. He doesn't have like as many titles. He's not experienced enough, and he doesn't have that whole package that, for example, Carlo Ancelotti have. the Champions League, all the leagues, like Mourinho, the package he has, all the titles he's won, like a Guardiola, like all these coaches who have a lot of titles and are respected throughout the world because they won stuff. They won stuff everywhere they went, and so every player should respect this type of player. Even Allegri, for example. So I think that I still think that you cannot be against it because you're just a player. If you don't want him, then just leave, because it's clear that you don't want him, and when he comes here, you're not going to respect him. This is what happened to Unai Emery. This is what was happening to Wenger. This is what was basically happening to Freddie. Like those players walking on the pitch. If Arteta comes, I've seen some videos from Arteta, and he doesn't just sit on the bench with Guardiola and just annotate everything. Arteta is a guy who's actually talking to the team a lot. I'm not even going to talk about the improvements he's made on that team, on some players, and because I already said that, and I say it so many times. Improvement of offensive players like Raheem Sterling, Sana, he was essential in the development of those players. Sterling was a player that a lot of people used to say that he was just fast, and look what he is right now. In my opinion, the best player in the Premier League. Of course, it's debatable, but it's my opinion, as I said. And like when Arteta sees something is wrong, he's always going to give instructions to the player, and even in some games he gives instructions. He says Guardiola what's wrong, and Guardiola actually he doesn't disagree. You can clearly see on the videos that Guardiola is actually listening to him. There is a video you can search up on just go to Google and say Arteta Guardiola, something like that, and you see Arteta clearly giving him instructions, and Guardiola's like right. So he agrees with everything he's saying. When Guardiola needs the help, who's the guy who comes and help him? Arteta is the first one. Arteta is basically his right hand. Arteta is not a guy who just sit there and pay attention to what he's doing. No, people are not right when they say that. They are not right. Arteta, he's an assistant coach. An assistant coach is not a person who does nothing. He's not a person who just sits there and look at what the manager is doing. No, it's not about that. It's not about that. And you can see in other videos as well that you clearly see Arteta giving instructions to other players too. And when Manchester City also played us, when they played Arsenal and they beat us 3-0 at the Emirates, you clearly saw Arteta talking to Guardiola, telling about what they had to do. And when City scores the goal, if I'm not mistaken, the second goal, Pep Guardiola is the first one who goes and hug him and say, you were right. So if Guardiola says this to someone, I don't think it's a common thing. I think it's a good sign, and I think that, of course, it's a gamble, guys. I'm not saying he's going to be the next Guardiola, the next Ferguson. I'm just saying that I have hopes on him. He was not my first choice, but he's going to come anyway. So I'm gonna back him. I'm gonna back him because I'm an Arsenal fan, and I hope all of you guys back him too. This is the right thing to do. He's coming to Arsenal. He's coming to our club. We have to defend everything that is on our club. I want Ozil to leave, to be honest. I want Kolasinac to leave. But when they're playing on the pitch, I'm never going to be against them. I want them to do well. And I hope they do well. If they don't well, I'm going to criticize them after the games. I'm not going to criticize a player. I'm not going to say like you're crap. You have to leave on the game. I'm going to back the player because he plays on my team. I love my team more than anything. So why would I be against a player who's representing my team? You know what I'm saying? I don't think these players have the caliber to come and say, "Oh, we don't want Arteta." Who are you, mate? What have you won? What has Aubameyang won? What has Lacazette won? What has Chambers won? What has Leno? I'm not saying Leno said anything. I'm not saying Chambers said anything. I'm just giving examples. What has Bellerin won? Huh? What has Bellerin won? What has Torreira won? All the players. All of them. Maybe except for Ozil, but what is Ozil doing right now? Arteta said he wants 120% of commitment on his team. If you don't show no commitment, he is going to put you on the bench. And people already saw Ozil playing with basically a lot of formations away and home. But he's just not playing. He's not doing great. It's just the same old. So if Arteta puts him on the bench, I think now I'll think that he's right, because Ozil doesn't do anything when he's on the pitch. He doesn't. Some games he do well. Yeah, I give him that. People say that his last game was only against Leicester last season. No, it was not. It was not. He had good games this season as well. He had good games this season. He had a good games against Bournemouth last season. No one talks about that, right? No one talks about that. But yeah, people. I don't know. Yep. I think that this player is who they think they are, who they think they are. You are lucky because they play for Arsenal Football Club. Most of them, they are lucky because they're here. They are lucky. This is probably the biggest club they are ever going to play for. Yeah, and they're still acting like they can go to a bigger club. Granit Xhaka, when he was playing good Arsenal for us last season, scoring against Manchester United, controlling the midfield against Napoli. He was saying like, oh, maybe this is not my last step. I think that I can take a bigger step. Who are you, mate? Like, who are you? What have you won in your career? He's clearly disrespecting the club by saying that. Oh, I want to take a bigger step. You have a contract with us, mate. We pay you. We pay you. And when you go out and say that, that's disrespectful. So, yeah, guys, I think that we need a manager who comes and teach these guys a lesson. Need to teach that they are not what they think they are. This is my opinion, guys. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much. And I will reply to all of them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give me a like on the video. Thank you so much. Come on, you Gunners.